हेलो दोस्तों, स्वागत है आप सभी का हमारे चैनल इग्नू सेंटर पर। तो आज का जो टॉपिक हम डिस्कस करेंगे वो आपका असाइनमेंट के बारे में है। तो जिन्होंने 2020 और 2021 को जुलाई 2020 और जनवरी 2021 को एडमिशन लिया था, उनका असाइनमेंट आ चुका है और इसका हम सॉल्व और क्वेश्चंस दोनों डिस्कस करेंगे आज की टॉपिक में। तो दोस्तों, MAG02 मास्टर डिग्री इन इंग्लिश में जो असाइनमेंट 2020 जुलाई और 2021 जनवरी सेशन का आया था, वो क्वेश्चंस आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे विथ आंसर्स के साथ। और जो आपका MAG2 ब्रिटिश ड्रामा पर क्वेश्चंस आया था, वो भी हम आपको पहले बताएंगे। और जो आपको इंस्ट्रक्शन दिए गए होंगे, उसी इंस्ट्रक्शन के हिसाब से आपको पूरे डिटेल फिल फॉर्म कर लेना है, जो कि अभी हम थोड़ी देर में देखेंगे आपका इंस्ट्रक्शन क्या दिया गया है। तो दोस्तों, आपकी जो क्वेश्चंस हैं आए हुए 20 और 21 में MAG2 पर, वो क्वेश्चंस हैं ये पूरे। और आपको इनमें से आंसर यानी 5 यानी कोई 5 क्वेश्चंस का आंसर देना है, और जो आपको हर एक क्वेश्चंस पर 20 मार्क्स कैरी करने में मदद करेगा। तो दोस्तों, आपको आंसर 350 वर्ड्स टू 400 वर्ड्स पर देना है और सिर्फ 5 क्वेश्चंस करना है। तो आपका क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 रहेगा, वुड यू कॉल द कैरेक्टर ऑफ डॉक्टर फोर्टस हीरोइक, गिव रीजन फॉर योर आंसर। नंबर 2 रहेगा, डिस्कस द प्ले विद द प्ले इन अ मिडसमर नाइट ड्रीम। नंबर 3, what is the importance of element soliloquies in the play? Number 4, can the Alchemist be considered as an allegory? Give reason for your answer. Number 5, can Eliza in Pygmalion be termed as feminist? Elaborate. Number 6, what are the comic strategy used in the play of the Western world? Number 7, discuss murder in the Cathedral as a poetic drama. Number 8, comment on the title of Look Back in Anger. And number 9, discuss waiting for Godot from the perspective of the theater of the absurd. तो दोस्तों, जो क्वेश्चन से आप सभी के सामने हमने पढ़कर सुना दिया है, और इसका जो आंसर से आपको सिर्फ 5 इन सब में से करके देना है। तो हम पांचों क्वेश्चंस जो हमने सॉल्व किए हैं, वो आंसर्स के साथ हम डिस्कस करेंगे। और जो आपकी गाइडलाइंस है, वो थोड़ी सी हम आपको बता दें। तो गाइडलाइंस आपको पढ़ लेनी है। तो दोस्तों, क्या लिखा गया है, डे स्टूडेंट, यू विल हैव टू अटेम्प्ट सिंगल असाइनमेंट फॉर द मास्टर डिग्री इन इंग्लिश MAG02। द असाइनमेंट इज अ ट्यूटर मार्क असाइनमेंट TMA and carries 100 marks. It will be based on block 1 to 9. The number of choice has been restricted in order to ensure that you read the study material thoroughly and attempt some independent critical thinking. Aims: the TMA is considered mainly with assessing your application and understanding of the course material. You are not required to reproduce chunk of information from the course material, but to use the skill of critical appreciation that you may have acquired during the course of study. The assignment aims to teach as well as to assess your performance. Please ensure that you read the 3 novel, 1 play, as well as the short stories and the poem that have been prescribed for this course. Instruction: before attempting the questions, please read the following instruction carefully. Number 1, read the detailed instruction about the assignment given in the program guide for the elective course. Number 2, write your enrollment number, name, full address and date on the top right corner of the first page of your response sheet. Number 3, write the course title, assignment number and the name of study center you are attached to in the center of the first page of your response sheet. The top of first page of your response sheet should be look like this: enrollment number, name, address, course title, assignment number, study center and date. तो दोस्तों, आपको कुछ इस तरह से फॉर्म फिलअप करना है। आपका जो फॉर्म है वो सबमिशन वाला इस तरह से कुछ बनाना है, और उसके बाद में यूज़ ओनली स्केप रेंसेस पेपर फॉर योर रिस्पॉन्स एंड टैग ऑल द पेज केयरफुली। और उसके बाद में आपको पेज केयरफुली टैग करना है। राइट द रिलेवेंट क्वेश्चंस नंबर विथ ईच आंसर्स। You should write in your own handwriting submission. To complete assignment should be sent to the coordinator of the study center always to you by 31st March for June examination and 30 September for December examination. Please read the instruction given in your program guide. Now read the following guidelines carefully before answering the questions. Guideline for TMA. You will find it useful to keep the following points in mind. Planning. Read the questions carefully, go through the point on which they are based, make some points regarding each question and then rearrange this in a logical order, and please write the answers in your own words. Do not reproduce passages from the units. Organization. Be a little more selective and analytic before drawing up a rough outline of your answer. In an easy type questions, given adequate attention to your introduction and conclusion. The instruction must offer you brief interpretation of the questions and how you propose to develop it. The conclusion must summarize your response to the questions in the course of your answer. You may like to make reference to other texts or book, as this will add some depth to your analysis. Make sure that your answer is number 1 is a logical and coherent. Number B has clear connection between sentence and paragraph. Number C is written correctly, given adequate consideration to your expression style and presentation. Number D does not exceed the number of words indicated in your answer. Question. Number 3, presentation. Once you are satisfied with the answer, you can write down the final version for submission, writing each answer neatly and underlining the point you wished to emphasize. Note: you may be aware that you need to submit your answer before you can appear for the term examination. Please remember to keep a copy of your complete assignment just in the case the one you submitted is lost in transit. So friend, the guideline I have been read it and hope you all also understand the guidelines. So now we gone through our answers. So make sure that you have a pen and a paper so that you can write clearly about the given answer I have been vocal. So friends, let's begin with the answers. So friends, here we begin with our answers, which was from MEG02 British Drama, and here our first questions, answers and questions both are on our screen. So here the first questions discuss the play within the play in a Midsummer Night Dream. So friends, the answer was the play within the play. The play within a play is therefore used by Shakespeare to make a subtle point about theatre, namely the fact that it is only acting. The mechanical like to perform a play at Theseus' wedding. Theseus is an enlightened ruler, notable for his wife's judgment, but there is a limit to his abilities. The problem Ignou give him seem incapable of solution, so he tries to buy time and work on Aegeus and Demetrius, but there seems little hope that the harsh Athenian law will produce a solution acceptable to all parties. In this play, the apparently erratic tendency of the young lover of the mechanicals as actor and of Puck are resisted by the sharp Athenian law, and the law of the place would by Theseus and Oberon and their respective consort. This tension within the world of the play is matched in its construction. In performance, it can at times seem righteous and out of control, and yet the structure of the play show a clear interest in symmetry and pattering. Confronted by the sharp law of Athens and not wishing to obey it, Lysander thinks of escape, but he has no idea that the wood which he sees merely as a rendezvous before he and Hermia fly to his aunt, has its own law and ruler, as Theseus is composed by his own law, so is Oberon. Theseus wished to overrule Ignou, but known that his own authority derived from the law, this cannot be set aside when it does not suit the ruler's wish. He does discover a merciful provision of the law which Ignou has overlooked for Hermia to choose the library of a nun, but hope to pursue Demetrius to relinquishing his claim, insisting that Hermia take time before choosing her fate. The lover difficulties are made clear by the law of Athens, but arise from their own passion. Thus, when they enter the wood, they take their problem with them. Oberon is compromised because his quarrel with Titania has caused him and her to neglect their duties. Oberon, who should rule family over the entire fairy kingdom, cannot rule in his own domestic arrangement. We see how each ruler in turn resolves this problem without further breaking of his law. In the love relationship of Theseus and Hippolyta, of Oberon and Titania, and of the two parts of young lover, we see love which in a manner appropriate to the status and character of the lovers is idolized eventually. The Duke and his consort have had their quarrel before the action of the play begin, but Shakespeare's choice of mythical ruler means the audience well known the squad and injuries referred to in 1.2. We see the resolution of the fairies quarrel and that of the lover during the play, and all is happy and is end. But whereas the ruler resolve their own problem as befits their maturity and status, the young lover are not able to do so, and this task is shared by Oberon and Theseus. Oberon ordered Puck to keep Lysander and Demetrius from harming each other, and Theseus confirms their wishes as he overbears Igou's will. He is not now breaking his own law because Demetrius cannot be compelled to marry against his will, a ridiculous parallel case of young lovers so subject to passion that after disobeying their parents' law, they take their own lives is prohibited by Paramus and Thisbe. Alexander and Demetrius laugh at the mechanical, exaggerated portrait of these unfortunates, but the audience has seen the same expressive passion in earnest from these two. If Lysander break or evades the Athenian law knowing then the mechanical break the law of the wood unwittingly. Puck conversation with the first fairly in 2.1 make clear that the wood is where Oberon and Titan keep their court. Though they travel further afield, Oberon, according to Titania, has come from the farthest steppe of India because of the marriage of his favorite to Theseus, while the Fairly Queen has also been in India with the mother of her changeling. In the end, we can conclude the story of Paramus and Thisbe offer a very subtle return to a couple of the main element of a Midsummer Night Dream. Lover catch up in misunderstanding and sorrow enhanced by the darkness of night. Like the main story of the outer play, the inner play consists of a tragic premise made comic by the actor. The craftsman unitedly goofy portrayal of the woe of Paramus and Thisbe make the melodramatic romantic enticement of the young Athenian lover seem even more comical. However, it is important to recognize as well that the inherent structure of a play within a play allows Shakespeare to show off his talent by inserting a gem of pure comedy. The conflict have been resolved and a happy ending procured for all. The performance thus has no impact on the plot, rather the craftsman hilarious bungling of the heavy tragedy allow the audience and the melodramatic Athenian lover to laugh and take delight in the spectacle of the play. So friends, our first questions and we begin with our second questions. Here we do 5 questions, which was our assignment 2020 to 21 July and January session. So in part 2 we will continue with our second question. Friend, this was become a long video, so I make this video in 2 parts. So hope you all make sure that you have subscribed to my channel and give a thumbs up so I get more inspiration for you all to do work. Thank you. See you all in next part.